Hi guys, and welcome back to another Quickie with King Willy. This is the halfway point where I broke it up last in the middle of the episode, so we're going to continue on here from where I left off, and this is part 2 of building these inscriber automated 64K drives. I plonk it right there. Bang. Look at that, it's got the storage recipes in it. Fantastic. Now, we want a recipe. So it's got to go from 1K to 4K to 16K. So let's put a 16K recipe in. And I'll show you just how easy this is. 16K ME storage component, which is exactly what we want. So I click that and I click that, right? That's pretty simple. Click it on there, which is I want it in that spot, and it tells me what I want. I go apply. That recipe is now in this crafter. Now I want to go to 32K. Oops. Where are we? Back 32. Oh, 64K, sorry. 64K. And there it is. Alright, and it's the empty platch. Apply it. Bang. Now that's going to produce the 64K. Beautiful. Can't ask for more than that. This is requiring quartz glass. Oop, this one's requiring quartz glass. This one's requiring quartz glass. And this one's requiring Certus crystal. Okay, so we're going to have to fill a chest with Certus crystal. Yep, that's not something we can't do. So we'll have to have a chest nearby. But let's have a look at Certus. What is it? Quartz glass. Quartz. We'll get this thing to do everything for us if we're lucky. Quartz glass. There it is. Nether quartz or Certus quartz. Nether quartz, and we're already making the nether quartz dust over at the other one. So we got glass, which can be any type of glass. It doesn't have to be quite clear or anything like that. It can be anything, and it'll just go through the look. Stable glass, regular Minecraft glass, everything. So we're going to wait till it gets onto the nether quartz, which it didn't. It went onto the Certus quartz. So we can adjust that recipe. Let's grab a little bit of this stuff, and let's grab a little bit of glass. And we will make it happen. We will make this happen. I'm going to put all that redstone back in here because it's filling up my inventory again. Okay, so let's have a look at this. That recipe there, which was that. So we'll add it. Now we can change this recipe. So let's go there, 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 and there. And that's Minecraft glass. Great. Apply. Now we got quartz glass. So now this is going to make the 1K, the 4K, the 16, the 64, and the quartz glass. That's pretty good. Still got 3 recipes left. But that's not what we need, is it? We need the 64K storage cell. To make that, we need 1 chip, 3 iron, those redstones, the 64, and more quartz glass. So how about we add that recipe to this spot? Okay, which means we're going to have to supply it with some iron, which that's not going to be a hard thing to do, because we can fill these up. We can say, all right, I want always a stack of redstone in here, and I always want at least a stack of it. And bit by bit by bit by bit, these are all the component parts that we fill up, and that's the output. That's what it spits out in this yellow box here. We can set it to slow speed or fast speed, always on or always off. It doesn't really matter. So right now we've got this to the point where we can have a chest next to it and it spits out these chips ready to rock and roll. I've still got 2 recipe slots available. So I could literally make the ME, let's have a little look here, ME, 32 pages with ME, okay, what are we looking for? Will storage do it? If I spelt it right, it probably will. It's not me spelling, really. It's my fat fingers on the keyboard just not working properly. Alright, so let's go storage. Let's reduce the options that it can be. Nope, it's probably going to be drive, isn't it? Drive. D-R-I-V-E. There we go. That's the disk drive. And that's the ME drive. That's what we want. Now we could probably do that. Since we've got the engineering circuits and everything here, we could probably get it to do that and make the ME glass cable for us as well. We won't. We'll leave this as just spitting out the chip. Storage cell complete, ready to rock and roll. So that's a completed unit sitting there. All we've got to do now is supply it with power, which I had some before. We'll supply power. Hang on, might be helpful if I click power. Alrighty, so set that to input. Okay, power buffer's up full. And now what we're going to need to do is set some items. So we're going to need a chest, which we will put... where will we put this chest? Where would be a good place for a chest? Yep, I got a plan. Alright, we'll put some we'll put some item conduit there. We will put one chest here. Whoop, didn't want to play. Have I got another iron chest in there? Chest. Yep, I've got another iron one in there. And we'll put one right there. Okay, we're going to have to dig a hole again to make this work. But all we're going to do with this one, this is the input chest. So this is going to be set to extract all the time, always active. Okay, never need to worry about that. So we'll fill that hole back in. So now when I start loading this up with dust, okay, that I know we're going to need, this is going to need a filter. Okay, so this is going to be an in-out. Okay, an insert filter is going to be, oops, some of this dust. Okay, that's the first little bit. Right, some of this dust. We know we're going to need some Certus quartz, so we'll put that in there as well. What else are we going to need? We're going to need some glass, so we'll put the glass in there as well. And that's pretty much it from the top of my brain that's working that we put in from here. Okay, so now this should start, hopefully, should start to extract some of this stuff. Insert mode. Okay, why aren't you inserting into there? Is it because you have no spots? No, you got... Let's take a redstone out. Why isn't that working? Why aren't I... Let me take that out. Remember current items and their internal buffers. Forget the layout. Alright, forget all that. Alright, now it's starting. Good. So I can adjust this on the fly. So I can grab some redstone. And I can say, okay, redstone's fairly important, so we'll have 2 stacks worth of redstone there. What else do we want? We'll want at least a stack of glass, probably 2. Gonna want 2 of those. Okay, so that's gonna work. We're gonna want that stored in there, which is the 1K chip I made a minute ago. That's that chip. We want that stored in there. We're going to want a Certus crystal in there. We're going to want some quartz glass in there. We're going to want at least 2 stacks of quartz glass. What else are we going to want? We're going to want a calculation processor in here. Just 1 stack of those at a time will do. What else have we got? That was calculation. So we're going to need an engineering. So we'll just take one of those and we'll take some of those. Right. So this is setting up where this all stores. Okay, it's not rocket science, that. So that should be that set up. Now this will be an input. Okay, but it'll have a filter on it as well. Okay, so it's only filtered. There's nothing in the whitelist at the moment, so nothing should go in there. Well, we hope so. Okay, but what we want is the end product, which is going to be here. So if we provide this with enough Certus quartz crystals, enough redstone, and that, it should make the first thing, which is going to be the 1K chip. All right, so have we got any Certus quartz? Gee, I hope we do. Certus quartz, great. That's charged. I don't want charged. Okay, well, I'll just quickly lay a... Well, come on. Quickly lay a stack of this stuff down and break that up just to get this rolling so that we've got a really quick way of getting this up and running. Fortune this stuff up. I haven't found a way yet to automate this. So if somebody knows a way of automating this fortuning process of this particular block, that would be a good tip. I'll add that to the thing. Alright, so we'll throw in the Certus quartz. Okay, now it's going in there. Oh, we need more redstone than that. That's what we're going to need. So let's grab a couple of stacks of redstone. Chuck them in there. I'll put that there. Did you see what happened there? Did you see that? That just worked. That just worked really well. We got 2 of those. Now, for the 16K, we're going to need an engineering. Oh heck, that all moved. I have to be a bit careful about what I put in here. And glowstone. Alright, so we'll grab some glowstone. I just messed all this up, didn't I? Yep, see the glowstone's working now. Yay! Just needed time to think about it, that's all it wanted. Alright, so we just need some glowstone in there. Alright, so glowstone may as well go there. Alright, and what else did it need for the 16? Glowstone, and we'll give it one of those just to make the one. Oh heck, how many is it going to make? What do we need here? 4Ks. Oh, we've got a couple of those. We'll stick those in there. No, that's still not making it. Oh, engineering. Oh, as soon as I get this set up, it will run. Okay, it'll run really well. I can record the positions where everything sits by hitting here. Remember the current items and their placings. So I basically have to make one of everything almost manually. Now, good. That has to go, the 4K has to go out of there and back into here. Okay, I don't want it staying in there. Now this has to come out and go into here. But it'll have to do it from a remembered position. Actually, let me get this right. All items input slots are consumed. Right. Results of crafting operation will go to the output buffer. No, well we want these items to go to the input buffer. We want these items to go to the input buffer. We want these items to go to the input buffer. We want these to go to the input buffer. I want the quartz glass to stay in the input buffer, and the 64 can stay in the output buffer. Okay, that's just, there we go. That's right, isn't it? Crafting operation will go to the output. No, I want input, int. Just make sure these are all int. Internal, I suppose that sort of means. Yep. And we want that to go to the output buffer. So that's the only thing that's going to come out of there is that chip when it's done. Right, so now we're after the quartz. That's a 64. It's a 16K. So the 64 is going to require what? 3 of those. Oh, gee crikeys. We're going to need some more redstone. I can see this coming. Alright. Now what do we need for the 4K? We need a bit more of this. So we'll put some of that in there. And we need a redstone, and we need more engineering calculation. So we'll put a stack of calculation in there. Okay, that's given us 9 of those. What are we short on now? Glowstone, I'll betcha, for them. Yep. Glowstone and those bad boys. So what I might do is I might make this really, really neat and tidy. So that goes there, that goes there. As soon as this is fully completed, we'll be right. We'll have this all neat and tidy, and it'll look really good. So where's some more glowstone? Ugh. Come over here and give me the glowstone. We're going to add this glowstone to make it automatically go to that other chest. That's what we're going to do for sure. So what we'll do is we will throw the glowstone in there. Okay, good. Why is the 4K going to... That shouldn't happen. What? 4K to internal apply. Maybe I have to do that to each one. Because that just stayed in the output buffer, which I didn't want. I wanted that to stay in the input buffer. Alright, now we've got a 16K. Right, so 16K is going to require this one, which is supposed to stay in the internal buffer. So we will say apply. We want 3 of those. Glowstone. What are we missing here? Engineering? No. Alright, we've got 4 glowstone. Yes, we've got 4 16. Oh no, because they're not in the system, are they? See? Now they are, and we have a 64k. Beautiful. Right. So I'll apply that. That should stay there. I hope that will stay there. It didn't before. So what are we going to need? We're going to need for quartz glass. We're going to need some regular glass and some quartz. Okay, so that stays on the internal buffer, and stop making it because it's because we're out of glass. That's good. I'm happy with that. So that's set and will work as soon as we need it to. We've got the 64k storage cell, which is just these items. Bit of redstone up top, which you can pull redstone from in here, can pull the quartz from here, can pull the chip from here. So we just need to apply that. Grab some iron. Hoping we've got some loose iron in the ME, which we do. So I'll grab a stack of that, drop that in there. Is that going into there? That's going into there, right, because it's not on the filter, is it? No, that'd be right. Alright, so we'll dig this out again. I thought we had enough. I just knew there was something I was missing. The extract. Eh? Didn't we have a filter on that? Certainly had it. No, we had a filter on this, didn't we? This is where we want the iron to go. Yes. We don't want the iron to go in there, so get out of there. Get out of there, you. Alright, are we getting iron in here yet? Or do I have to put a couple in? Oh, gee, there we go. We got a chip. That's exactly what we want. That is exactly what we want. Right. So, if I was to take half that stack, take that out, put it up in here, that's coming out. It's not going in there, but it is going in here. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. So now what we have here is, where are we? We need to get another 64k chip. All right. So let's have a little look. We're going to need one more 16k, and to make the 16k we're going to need 2 more of those. All right, I think we've got everything here at the moment. How about I just remember the positions of everything currently. I'll put that to there, that to there, that to there. Move that to there. Let that make that. Put that in there. Oh no, I've got plenty of 4k chips. What am I talking about? So if I put that there, that'll make that. Okay, and I put, oh, it's just going to keep doing this. I'll take that out of there so it'll stop making it. 64k. 16, 4, 16, 64. Excellent. All right, now I remember all that, so it's all been remembered. The item locations. Put the iron in. Remember the location of the iron. Jeez, we've got 2 in there already. See how it's got a shadow image? Now that means that slot is reserved. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4 chips. That's all our components, isn't it? Glowstone, nether dust. Yeah, we don't need any of the diamonds. Don't need any of that stuff. Glass is in there. All the rest is in there. Now, all I have to do here is grab one of these units, put that there, set that on the extract, give it a filter. That's already got stuff in it. So that filter, set it for this item, turn it to always active, and there we go. We have the 64k in there. But we got to make sure. I was almost certain at 64. See, that's still saying go to the external buffer. I don't want it to do that. I want it to stay on the internal. Apply. Oh no, got rid of it. What'd I do? 16k. Let's get this fixed. 16k chip. Right. apply. Apply. Internal storage. Apply. Stay there. Don't forget it. Internal, 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 internal. Alright, you're all applied. Good. Internal, apply. I just double click on these to make certain. I'm going to apply each one. Alright, just to make certain, so we don't have this hassle again. Right, pardon me, talking too much, sorry guys. And that should be on external, which it is. Apply. Perfect. Now I think that's it. So now when I hook this up, I put that in there. I think I can shift click that in. Yep, I can. It held the spot and it's remembered it. Okay, so now it's just waiting on more stuff. So basically the more stuff that it's waiting on, I'll put this glass into. Oh, see how it's made some more Certus quartz, some more Duber machine thing. Yeah, all right, good, we know what we're talking about. We just want it to now drag this redstone out of here. We want it to drag each of those chips out of here and to only go into those slots, but they will fill up all big other slots as well. So to go into that should be just the item conduit. Bang, set that to input, and this thing should be making heaps. There we go, it's swapping them over, it's filling up everything it needs. The chips aren't coming through yet. Why not? Well, the chips are there, so what's holding us up? What do we need that we don't have? What do we need? We don't have Certus quartz crystals. That's what we don't have. Okay. Ooh, I had a slot for those, didn't I? No, I didn't. So I'm going to have to take some of this stuff out in a minute and put Certus in there. Okay, so I've got to lay all this garbage out. Gee, what am I doing? I've got some in here. Lay a bit more of this stuff out. Break it. As I said, if you guys know of a quick and easy way of doing this. This video is so long. So long. I think I'm going to break it in two. That's what's going to happen. You're dying in there. That's good. Good to see. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to break this into two. This is such a long video. But it's important. This is an important part. This is setting up some pretty technical sort of stuff. Well, it's not really technical. Who am I kidding? It's just fiddly is the word I'm looking for. So we'll throw the Certus in there. That in there. No! Why? Why aren't you going in there? Why are you... What? Why? Are you full? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? You're full? Oh, you don't have a spot. That's what you're telling me. How's that? Oh, heck. I think things might have gone a bit crazy. Geez. Alright. Let's take some of this out. Blimey. How much have we got in here? We got heaps. Alright, let me break that for a second so it stops more coming in. Alright. You out, you out. You out, you out, you out, you out. Right. You out and you out. Now where's the last... Did I have any more Certus? Oh, God, thank goodness for that. Alright. Put Certus in here. Oh, jeez. Alright. I think I'll break that in half a stack and see if that doesn't vanish. I'm going to take that out. That's going to stop you doing it, isn't it? Right. Remember. Now it's got a slot. Now it's got a spot it can remember. So I can put that back in. Good stuff. Oh, where was it? It was here, wasn't it? This is where it broke. Plonk. Okay, now as it comes in, well, there isn't any left to give it, but well, look at that. We've made 464k chips just sitting here. But I need to go. I need to get some grind happening. That's what I need to do. So I'll put those in. What else have we got to put in? May as well throw those in and stop them wasting my time. So we're waiting on Certus crystal, and that's all we're waiting on. Oh heck, hang on, we got extra chips here, so I'm going to fill that into there. Oh no. There's got to be a way I can. There's got to be a way I can just take that one spot out. Please let there be a way that I can take one spot out. Let me put something else in that spot. Let me manually do it. What's this here? GUI flat gradient? Oh, okay, it's just the prettiness of it. Okay, well they can store there. That really doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter greatly. It's just extras of these. So it doesn't matter. I don't mind them. I don't mind them having extras of those. If it builds up big heaps of those, that's good too. That means it's only waiting on a few things. So, I think, all bar the Certus quartz again, I think that'll just keep spitting out chips as long as I can keep providing this with the Certus quartz. It'll spit out the 64k chips for me. That's what I'm hoping at any rate. Doesn't mean that's what's going to happen, but I'll do a lot of this. I'll do a big stack of this off cam. If I could find, as I say, a method to automate this, it would be fantastic. It would be an absolute brilliant process. But I'll tell you what, guys, as soon as I get this in here, I'm going to call this episode, because that is going to be long enough, I think. Bang, bang. Now it won't go in there. Will go in there, which it is. Why isn't it making the 1k chips? No gold's come through. Why has no gold come through? That's interesting. I've got gold. That's on extract mode. Ah! How about I make it always active? I knew I held off on that. Now let's look, see. Oh, there we go. It's making stuff. It's used all that crystal already. Absolutely used it. Look at this. We've got 4 in there. That should not be going in there. I'm going to have to add another filter. I'll have to add a blacklist filter into here. Make this an in and... Oh. Actually, now that we've got that, the only thing that can go in there is one of these. How about that? Because it's an insert filter. So if I make it so that's the only thing that can go in, it's whitelisted, then when I put this in here, it should not end up in there. It should end up in there, which it did. It got chewed up, made chips. The chips did their thing. And what are we waiting on now? We're waiting on something. Oh, more Certus crystal, obviously. But we've got 4 chips there. We need to get, obviously, more of these. These will build up and make it so forth. So I'm going to call it there, guys. I'll fill this little hole in, make it look a little bit... Actually, what will I do here? I'll use that. Why not? I'll make AJ annoyed with me because I'll have filled up all these. I'll do that after. So now what we've got is a completely automated system other than me running backwards and forwards with glass from here. So I can just do this every so often. Oh, come on, jeez. I want to run. Thank you. I can't open it while I've got a tool. Right, so throw the glass in. Only thing is it'll fill this up. And it'll just keep making it till it's done. The only thing I've got to connect now is this chest here up to this chest here. Okay, which it is now. So I could add... See, at the moment they're the only things we're taking out. So now we can take out... Whoops, where am I? We could take out the glowstone. And we could take out the quartz dust, add those to the filter. So take that, and then take, what did I do with the glowstone there? Take that out. Okay, so that's going to extract. That should now start to flow into this chest, which it is. Now on this filter, we add the glowstone and that, and then this, as it calls for it, it'll fill these up. See, as you can see, it's filling up the nether quartz. And using up the glass, it's making more quartz glass. As soon as this hits the maximum amount, which it will shortly, or has done already, as much as it can do, it won't add any more. It'll just fill the slots, and once the slots are full, they're full, which is going to work exactly how we want it to. I'll put some of this in there, so some of that gets through. Starts filling that up too. Beautiful. Look at that. So now that is fully automated. That is doing everything we want. All I've got to do is put iron, which I think that's probably what it wanted, wasn't it? No, it didn't want ice. Still more Certus. Typical. All right, so I've got to fill this up with Certus quartz and iron and glass. That's all I've got to do there. Fill this up with gold and pure Certus quartz. And that's it. And I get these chips. 64K ME storage cells ready to go. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. As you can see, I've still got tons left. Tons and tons and tons. So we're going to make heaps of these bad boys once we get it all totally operational. So that's it, guys. If you really like this video, please don't forget to leave a like, share it with all the favorite social media, with the hashtag all the mods. Give it around, tell all your mates. This is a bit of a learning one. I'm real sorry that it dragged on so long, so it's over 2 episodes. Hope it's not bored you to death. Be good to each other. Yep, all those good things that I say. Don't forget to like, add it to your favourites if you use your favourites. If you don't, check out the other guys in the description below. Leave a comment. I answer them all the time. And have a good day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.